So day 4, outbreak of crime. Actually, because day 4 is the outbreak of crime, I forgot that it means that night 3 we never get raided. So you could actually put everybody to sleep there. And it was calm. So that always happens on night 3, I forgot that. Now everybody's very hungry, so so one thing we are definitely going to have to do by tomorrow is well, eat, obviously, which means having this in place. Now I want to start getting people to sleep. Misha and Arica can chat. Arica can finish that later, seeing as we've got Marin's price. So I'll just put these to sleep. She might have to get up if Franco comes anyway. So I'll be back when we get a visitor, or if something else happens. So they just finished their chat and Franco's here. Now I just noticed that Arica is sick, so we're going to get her medded up. Misha is sad but better. So it means that we need to get Katia out for the trading. So I'll get Arica to sleep and Katia can switch over with Marin later. So let's see what he's got. 3 gun parts would be nice. Does he have them? Yes, he does. Okay. So that's not a lot of components though. So that's the main thing that we need there. Finally we have a deal so we can go more expensive. Want to try harder. So we've got a lot of meds to give up. I think we're okay doing that at this stage. So it's a disappointing number of components and wood. Want to try harder? So we definitely want the water. We don't want that. That would be useful because we'll be able to make a med. If we make a cigarette station, then we can make a lot of cigarettes for next time, and also once we've got 4 leaves, which we don't have at the moment, we can make another bandage, which will be useful. That's going to be useful later. They're not essential right now, but I think we need this for cooking anyway. Now that carrot could play a part, although we've got 2 at the ghost house. I just want to see, I think we can get all this. We don't need this meat. Deal there. I think that's it. I think that's all we want. And we've still got a few meds left, which is good. We've got 5 of these. That would be nice, but that would be nice. Yeah, let's go for it. Because then as soon as we get 4 leaves, we've got a we can make a med. Okay, finish there. Now Misha's still sad. So I'll wait until somebody wakes up and then put her to sleep. I'll wait till he wakes up and then see what we can do. Meantime, get him playing. Okay, so Marin's up, so we can get Katia to sleep, and he can go finish the cooker first thing, because we're going to need 4 meals tomorrow. So he's done there. Can we get 4 meals out? 2, 4, yes we can. Just leaves us 2 water. So that wood we traded came in handy. Okay, we're good. Alright, so he's finished there. Now the big question, what can we do down here? If we can get this upgraded, that would be really nice. Yes, we can. Because now we can at a minimum, make the saw blade that we need to take back to the ghost house. And ideally we can make a hatchet as well. We just saw Katia woke up. So now what can we do? Yep, we can make the hatchet, and it leaves us enough, I think, for that as well. Yep, so we'll do that first. Okay, Marin's finished there. So what I had him do is I had him make one of these and one of these. So we've got our hatchet. And what we can do now is run around, start bashing the furniture up, which will give us loads of wood as well. So that's all I'm going to do today, and that is just run around, bash up as much furniture as I can, and collect the proceeds, and I'll see you tonight. So I didn't get to smash up all of the furniture, so there's still a little bit more to do. Okay, so we've got the airport, another great site. A bit of running around, but a lot of good stuff there, and no danger. There are 2 soldiers at the back who we can avoid if we choose to. You can go take them out if you want to get some weapons and bullets and things. But generally, you can get by without having to do that. Small apartment building. So that one's pretty tricky, but there's some good stuff there too. You need a couple of lockpicks. You can go there, steal as well. It's actually not stealing. It's but you have to creep around there a bit and not get caught, or the guy shoots you. So anyway, where are we? Scavenge, guard. Now the next project is going to be upgrading the workstation, getting the reinforced door in. And I think that's going to be a lot of components. But for now, let's go back to the ghost house. We've got that one saw blade, and we can now access the bottom part of there. And there's a lot of good stuff there, so let's do that. So just looking at what we find down here, there's a lot of components and wood. Two bandages. And another pile down here. Kind of mixed bag of stuff. So all I'm going to do is transfer all of this into the consolidated pile, and I'll be back when I'm done. So we're back in our consolidated pile, just dropping off the last load that we just picked up. So now, in terms of what we want to take back, because we've got the hatchet, we're banging up the furniture, that's going to give us a lot of wood. So I'm not sure where we're going to stand on upgrading the workstation. Now, one thing I do want to take back is that, and the water. I'm going to wait to see how we are on wood afterwards, but we might need this, and then I'm guessing the rest components. So we'll take that and see where we stand. So day 5 we should have got attacked, I think, but we had 2 weapons now, so I think that's enough weapons for everybody, so that will play a part. Because the hatchet acts as a weapon, and it's stronger than the crowbar, I think. None of us wounded, so 3 boards, 2 guards, and the 2 weapons do seem to work. Now everybody eats today, day 5. Misha and Arica need to do their chat. She can get to bed straight away. He needs to go eat. Now, did Arica get better? Yes. So when? So Marin needs to get this upgraded, and we're looking at getting the reinforced door in. And it's just a question of how far we get to doing that. We're short on wood, but we do have a few things we can bash up in the house. So I'm going to get Arica doing that immediately, get him playing. He's probably still sad. Yep. I'll actually get him fed first. Oh, he's playing. Too late. Oh, somebody's brought us something. Okay. I don't remember who these are and what they bring us. Is it the carrot guys? It is. Well, that's just lucky, I think. You don't often see these guys, or you don't usually see those guys, but that kind of takes a lot of pressure off us in terms of food very early. So I think we can get Arica to sleep now. He needs to eat. And he's not sad, which is another win. Go on, Arica, move. So how close are we to getting the door in? Or can we do it already? Nope. We are 4 components short, so we'll be able to do it tomorrow. Okay, so nothing else to do today. We're just going to get Marin to sleep as soon as somebody wakes up. We will remember to feed, which one is it? Arica. So we can get him to sleep right now. Get Arica fed and back to bed, because as long as it's before 3 she'll lose her tired status, and we can skip to the end of the day. So remembering that all we need is, should remember to make a soul blade here. So we're going to do the airport. So scavenge, guard, guard. So I'm not expecting any woundings given that we've got 2 weapons and 2 guards, but it's possible, we'll see. Okay, so no preparation needed, and scavenge. Okay, so airport, start out with a couple of piles here. I'm going to use this one here as our consolidated one. Arguably not the best location, but... So coming over here, as soon as you drop down here, you can't get out unless you dig through a pile here. So you're kind of stuck and you're forced to dig through that pile. So you don't want to do that late when you don't have time to dig out. So pile there, pile here, and then we're digging. And back when she's done. So she's finished that pile there and we can carry on. So now we can get up here after unblocking a couple of doors. So normally, as I mentioned, the carrot people don't often come, but if they didn't, we'd be looking for carrots right now. We'd find a couple here, and this would play a part. But with the carrot, oh, you have to block that. But with the carrot guys coming, we are no longer dependent on that. So there are 3 piles to dig at the airport, but we only really need to do this one on our first trip. And the others only give us access to components and wood anyway, so they're not essential. And the next run around, we actually have time to do both piles and to get everything consolidated into here. It's a bit tight doing both piles, but there's quite a few trips in this anyway, but in this location. So what we are going to do is hope to get a bit lucky over here. We're not going to take out the soldiers. We don't have a weapon anyway. But depending on the timing, we might be able to sneak in and get a few things. So looking at the time, 1:30. So we can wait for about an hour to get the result we want here. So that's probably the worst timing, because now he comes in and because if he was over here, there are two piles here that we want to pick up, so we could just sneak in, pick them up and go. As long as she doesn't run, he doesn't hear us. But him coming in, that's probably the worst timing, so I don't think we've got time to do this now, because we'd have to wait for him to go back out. Is he going to go straight back out? If he does, we can do it. Just. Yeah, we're lucky. Alright, he doesn't turn around, so... So it gives us parts and electrical parts without having to do combat, which is useful. These are a bit tight on time, but I think we're okay. Now we can just run. He's not coming back for a while anyway, and he can't hear us running, so there's no aggravation. The main pile we want is always this one, because it's got meds in. Two bandages, alright. So we've got enough time to get by, to get back. Let's just make sure that, I think our pockets are full anyway. I mean, we've got enough in our consolidated pile to take back that we're going to have full pockets. Yeah, I was just looking to see if there are any more components there. There aren't. Sorry, electrical parts. Alright, let's get back. We just want to consolidate what we've got on us into here and then decide on what to take back. Now we needed components to get the door in, wasn't it? So we don't need to take the carrots. Now after getting the reinforced door up, it's going to be food, and that is parts. So I'm going to take these back and see where we stand in terms of rat traps. That could play a part. And we're going to find more components here anyway. But just see where we are with this. So day 6, did we get raided? And was there any damage? No, we didn't. Okay. Alright, get Katia to sleep. Routine. Misha, you need to chat with Katia. And I think Marin can get the door in. Back. Yep. So those two chat. He goes, does the door. Back when he's finished, or when one of these is finished. So Marin's finished on the door, and I think they've just finished too. So he is not sad, which is a win. She can get to sleep, and I'll switch Marin over with the first one who wakes up. So that's security done for the rest of the game. There's nothing more we can do on security, so apart from get guns and bullets, that is. So rat traps next, and we can get, yeah, we can do 2 already. Okay. which is half of our food production in place already. So I'll just get Marin to do those two. So Marin's just finished the second one. We get them seeded. Oh, and Katia's just woke up. So it leaves us only 2 meals, but I think we've got 2 days. One of them's going to deliver by then. Just keep that in mind just in case. And he can go to sleep now. Well, actually, let's see what else we can do. To get our food production fully in place, we'd need a lot more wood and components. So, not much more we can do today. Just bear in mind we need to eat in 2 days. So we need one of these to deliver, but there's food elsewhere. Everybody's asleep. We can end the day there. There were no visitors, so there's nobody after 11. So I think that's. I'm just going to get. Oh, I think it's the same price. Whoever makes. Oops, I wanted Katia. I think it's the same price. Whoever makes the saw blades, but we need one for the. Is it? I can't remember. But we're going back to the airport anyway. So we can end the day there. So there's still a lot of materials to pick up here and here before we need to start taking risks going here and here. So we can do that. So I'm not expecting any problems now from a security perspective with they've both got weapons, we've got the reinforced door in. I think that's it. So no woundings expected. And scavenge. As I mentioned, there were 2 other piles here to dig through. Now one of them is here and one of them is at the top. We're going to go to the top first. So it's this one, so I'll be back when she's done. Okay, so she's done there. I think this is just components and wood behind that pile. So I guess it's really optional. Unless you need components and wood, which we do. So we usually get a guitar here, and that can help with morale later, because Katia plays the guitar. But that's later in the game. We're not gonna. We need a few other things before we get to that point. So all we're going to do now is, remembering there's a pile over here too. We're just going to go consolidate everything, all the piles that we know of, like here and around here, into our one pile here. I'll be back when we've done. So we got 120, and we're just back at our consolidated pile now. We've picked everything up that we can see, and we've still got time to start digging over here, so let's do that. 1:30. We'll be done at 3:30. As I mentioned, it's just components and wood behind here, so this is entirely optional. So 2 hours, 2:40, 3:40. We've got enough time to pick this up, stick it in here, and then we're done. Unless we want to come back and take out the soldiers, which we're not going to do. It's an option, but we don't need to do that in this run, so we won't. Alright, so 3:20, and we've got our final pile. So as far as next projects, it's getting the carrot machine in, although with the guys bringing us those 5 carrots, it's no longer essential to rush that, but it's also a heater. So it would be nice to keep it over 15. So remembering that would be useful, I guess we'll take that. And then it's just components and wood, I think. So we'll see where we are with that. So day 7, where we attacked. None of us wounded, so that's kind of expected. 2 guards on the board tends to do its job. So I need to get these 2 talking. Done. I'll get her to sleep. Now one of these is delivered already, which was really necessary. And just looking at the temperature, I think getting a heater in place and keeping it above 15 might be a good idea. Now we brought 2 of these, so we don't need to use a piece of meat. Now can we get our carrot machine started? Nope, we're wood short. So I think if we do a run with just wood and components, and I think we're going to need some of these at some point too. But one thing we can do is we need to eat tomorrow, so one thing we can do is just get the meals in place. Because I think we might be short of water, so it'd be good to know now if that's the case. No, we just got enough. Alright, so we need to remember we're going to need water by day 11. So that's Arica done talking about the same time as he finished with the food. So sad, so he can play a bit. So we got our food ready for tomorrow, that's the main thing. Now I think we need also to be thinking about the heater. There's no rush with the carrots now, so we can do this. Good a place as any. So Marin's got the heater in place and it doesn't look like any visitors today. So I'm guessing that means Franco tomorrow. And we just need this for an upgrade, which we can actually do right now, but it'll leave us with no components. Now one thing we also forgot is we did not make our cigarette machine. And we've got cigarettes to make before Franco comes. So 12:20 and Marin's just finished the cigarette machine, so he can get to sleep. Katia just woke up and she can get going on the cigarettes. We could teach the kid, but we don't really need to. He's not sad. So we've only got 5 though. There's nothing more we can do for the rest of the day now, so we can end the day there, I think. What I might do is, actually we can't do it, can we? Just looking at the saw blade. We can't get the saw blade, okay. Alright, so that's it for the end of the day. Nothing more we can do, just get her back on there and go. So we're going to go airport again, because I want to get the saw blade before we go back here, so let's do that. So components, just wood I think. I'm going to take that just for later and go. So I'm going to end the episode there. So I'm going to be back for one more episode which will deal with days 8 through 12, by which time we should be relatively comfortable and can see the war out to the end, and then we'll come back for the epilogue after that. And so thanks for watching, and hope to see you in the next one. Bye.